So production systems need ETL to ensure that the data is consistently up to date. So here's the high-level architectural flow, and it first starts with the data prepping stage. This is where first the pipeline is going to fetch a bunch of different data sources. This is from their engineering wikis, that is their actual internal Uber wiki itself. They call it EngWiki. And this outputs a data frame where they're going to have the URL, the content that they pulled, and then also some metadata attached to it as well. Now the second piece is the embedding creation. Now, because it's RAG, we have to chunk and we have to embed it. So here they're going to chunk via LangChain and they're embedding via OpenAI embedding model. Now, next they have a vector pusher. I'm not going to go into the details of this, but they essentially have a couple of jobs where they push it into their Terra blob. And this is Uber's internal blob storage. And then lastly, on daily intervals, the vector database is going to fetch the latest embeddings, and then from there, it's ready for retrieval for the downstream RAG pipeline. Now, there's a lot of design decisions in here that are specific to Uber's requirements for scale. But what can we take away from just the data side alone right now for our direct implementations? Now, first here is choosing the data carefully. Now, Uber has a lot of data that they couldn't actually expose via Slack channels due to security reasons. So they started with data that is still valuable, but everybody can access. Now, security aside, there's also a frequency that they need to pull the data from consistently. Now, for Uber's case, they're updating the data daily, and you're seeing this in various parts of the pipeline. Now, I will say just in a lot of my use cases, you're not going to pull everything daily all the time. Some data sources require weekly ingestion, daily ingestion, hourly ingestion, right? So it's very dependent when you scope out these use cases of what is the ingestion requirements for each data source. Now, another detail here is the additional metadata that they added during the data prep stage. Now, this does go into data modeling a little bit later, but having additional metadata can help you improve retrieval going forward. And I'll use a quick example from my own personal deployments. In a similar Copilot type project that I ran, we need to extract information directly from the documents itself. In this example I'm talking about is actually the name of the document. Now, the file name was a code, but people don't search via codes, they search via the names. And so we had to actually go into the document, extract that metadata in there as the name, and then that would be used to improve retrieval going forward, not only for the AI, but also for end users if they're searching for it. Now, that's just a quick example, but when we go through these projects, additional metadata is typically helpful for additional retrieval capabilities.